What is up, people? Happy Sunday. Now, I don't usually film on a Sunday, but I'm going through something at the moment and I want to be as creative as possible at the moment. I think pain, stress, and a lot of other things can really bring out the creativity in someone, and I'm trying to use that to my advantage. And as you guys know, I have started running again, and my goal for this year is to get myself as fit, strong, and healthy as possible. And I've done hybrid before, and I'm going back hybrid. And this, as you've seen by the title, this is a new series. This is me building a hybrid physique. This is me showing you guys and proving to you guys you can get jacked, you can get strong, and you can still run. Am I going to be running ultra marathons? Not anytime soon. That's never the goal. But the goal is to be a functional unit. The goal is to be able to be jacked, shift some heavy weight, and be able to run a respectable 10k without absolutely gassing myself out and dying. And I think this should be the goal for a lot of people. I think hybrid is it's a trend, isn't it? But jacked people, there's been jacked runners for a long time before this hybrid was a thing. And the mentality at the moment, it's I love bodybuilding. I will always train, I will always have bodybuilding incorporated into my training somehow. Am I going to be a competitive bodybuilder? No. I don't have the genetics for it for a start, but that's okay, because that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about training, having that bodybuilder mentality. Don't get me wrong, training like a bodybuilder, shifting heavyweight, doing your fucking compounds like a powerlifter, but being healthy and just incorporating some running in that as well. The goal is to be a functional unit. I want to be able to, I want to be flexible. I want to be somewhat healthy. I want to be jacked. I want to be strong, and I want to be able to run and not absolutely be keeling over at the end of it and need my inhaler. So my goal is to motivate people and inspire people to get moving, not necessarily just to be counting reps, but the trouble is with a lot of this bodybuilding mentality at the moment, and I'm so glad so many people are getting into the gym, but it's an all or nothing mentality. It's either, well, you go to the gym and you train like a bodybuilder, you eat chicken and rice, you take all the gear, all the peptides, that's the only thing you can do in the gym, and it's not. I still love bodybuilding, don't get me wrong. I love and I want to get jacked. That's still a side of me that I'll never lose, and I'm still going to incorporate into this, but I want to prove to you there's more to it than just that. And running is a discipline for me, and I want to incorporate that in. So welcome to my new series, Building a Hybrid Physique. Strong, jacked, and capable of a 10k run, capable of a 20k run. And yeah, so I've still got my road back to 100 kilogram bench series. That's not going anywhere, but this is going to be more of a long form series for you guys, where I can kind of track my journey as well and my progress as we've started a new year, while I'm building this physique, this mentality, this life that I want. And I really hope it inspires you guys as well. So yeah, so I suppose this is the intro really. I'm about to go for a run, as you can tell. It's Sunday, so Sunday's always usually my long run day. And let's get to it. I am back from my run. I am very sweaty, very tired, and very wet. It is starting to rain again. Yay. But I will put a comparison here from when I started running again. It was probably about 2-3 weeks ago to my stats today. Granted, I'm not doing longer runs yet. I'm building myself back up to a 5k foundation, and that's when I can start pushing for kind of like half marathon training again. So I had to stop running it's almost the end of marathon training last year, because I was put in hospital with an abdominal and pelvic infection. So it took me a while to get back round to it, but I'm feeling good. So yeah, it's progress is progress, no matter how slow it is, and I'm grateful to be able to still do it. So yeah, I'm happy. So that is progress. No, don't let anyone shit on your progress, no matter how small it is, because you were better than you were yesterday and the day before, and that's all that fucking matters. So remember that. So this is going to be a bit of a double whammy, because I'm going to go into tomorrow, which is the future, which is going to be Monday session. So yeah, you get 2 in 1, which is going to be my upper body session, and that is also my road to 100 kilogram bench episode. So aren't you lucky? You haven't even got to click on another video. So if you want to see me lifting heavy, carry on watching. Good morning, people. Happy Monday. I have been up about an hour or so now, but I've been downstairs with the dog, and it's time I start my day. So what we're going to do is make some breakfast. I'm taking you through another full day of eating. I am in a fat loss phase. I've dropped £4 over the last 2 weeks, so that's £2 a week, but I'm not tracking, and I will go into why. Breakfast is up, and this is what I have. Let me try and do this without dropping it. Hopefully you guys can see that. So it is 2 pieces of sourdough bread. One I have slightly charred, and scrambled eggs with honey. Coco gets a bit of scrambled egg as well because she loves it. So this is my pre-training meal. So I'm going to eat this, and then the next thing we're going to do is train. So let's eat. Man, I look rough, but I tapped out halfway through. I managed to finish one slice and the egg. I just can't eat as much. I overestimated myself. I'm ashamed. Right, we are in the gym. I have downed a glass of pre-workout probably about 10-15 minutes ago, and it's starting to peel my face off. I haven't had a great lot to eat this morning because I couldn't finish my food, so it's not a great start. I've been stressed, so my appetite's kind of down a bit, but it works well for the calorie deficit. So I'm currently £4 down, and basically I want to get down to my goal weight. So I want to be roughly around 100. I think it's my goal weight. I think I've got down is around 162 to 163 pounds. I'm currently at 168 pounds, so I'm not far off. So I want to get down to there, and then I'm going to maintain and kind of build my strength back up, and I'll be content there. I think I mentioned to you guys I haven't been tracking. I'll go into deeper one another video, but basically I've tracked for a long time, years, like coming up to about 8 years now. And as a coach, as a PT first, tracking, if you want to lose weight, it is an amazing tool. You need to learn to track, not only because it helps you with losing weight, but it also helps educate you with the nutritional value of foods and what you put into your body, and it's a great way to educate yourself. So that I agree with. I've recently been, I don't think I've said on here previously, but if you follow me on TikTok, you'll know I've been recently diagnosed with autism. I think I've got ADHD also, but I am very burnt out at the minute. I've been dealing with a lot of stress over the Christmas period, and it was becoming more of a chore, and it was affecting my mental health. I will say now, I've had an eating disorder in the past a long time ago, and it took a lot for me to get out of that. And if you have, let me put this here, if you have an eating disorder, firstly, go get help, professional help. If you have an eating disorder, tracking calories might not be for you. Let me put that out there. Seek help, seek professional help, first and foremost. It's nothing to be ashamed of. There's millions and millions of men and women that suffer with it. I got to the point where I've been very struggling mentally the last kind of 12 months. I've been going through a lot with family, and with the autism, I've been very burnt out, and it got to the point where it's becoming more of a chore. It was affecting my mental health again, and my health and, you know, my goals and my lifestyle should not be a chore. And I'm at the point now where I can eyeball what I'm having, and I know roughly what I'm having. I tend to eat the same things every day, so it's not a big problem. But I want to prove to you guys as well that you can, not just me, but anyone can lose weight without tracking. Tracking calories is a good way to educate yourself first and foremost, and I kind of advise, as long as you haven't got any eating disorder tendencies, to track for maybe a couple of weeks. You haven't got to do it forever, but it helps kind of, you get a baseline. It's like tracing paper, you know. It kind of helps you kind of get the guidelines of what you should be, you know, what your intake is and what it should be, and how you can improve on that. And I know what I'm kind of doing without it now. I've been doing it for that long, and I've proved myself I can. You know, I've dropped over the last couple of weeks. I'm down about £6 already. I'm down £4 in the last two weeks. So it's going the way it should. But what I want to say is, with the world the way it is nowadays and social media the way it is, everything seems to be focused on, you know, high protein, getting your macros. Oh, wow, it's calorie this, calorie that. It's not a one fit for all. And I want to be a space for somewhere where if you want to lose weight, you can. It's just knowing where to kind of draw that back. If you want to gain weight, you can. It's knowing where to push that forward. I don't want to be one of those unhealthy, fucking pretentious fucking twat of an influencer. That's not what I am. At my core, I'm a coach, and I want to be able to educate and motivate people to do it, you know, healthily, the right way, and not be on a 1,200 calorie a day diet, which is cookie cutter, which, you know, no one should be on really.
And yeah, I think with kind of sitting down and having to sit with my uncomfortable thoughts at the moment and what I've been dealing with, it's kind of forced me to ask myself what I want to do and what I want to put out into the world. So that is kind of where I currently am. The one thing I will say is I am not tracking. I still roughly eat the same thing every day, and I always ensure, I feel like a twat say, but high in protein. Oh, it's got to be high, it's got to be high in protein. I still enjoy the foods I like. I still eat what I want in moderation, and I'm just ensuring I've got a good protein source in ideally every meal I eat. If you don't want to track, the best advice I can give, and let me know if you want a different video on this, because I can do a video just dedicated to this where I can break it down more, but the best advice I can give, keep it whole foods, natural as much as possible. I'm not saying that's all you got to eat. I still have the chocolate, you know, the occasional chocolate, whatever you want, whatever you're craving, have it. I had 2 Guinnesses on Saturday night. Great, still lost weight. Keep it, you know, you want the kind of the 80-20 diet. You want 80%, you know, whole, nutritious foods. You know, if you had a mum and dad or if you come out the ground, that's what you want really. And then the 20% is the food you want, the food you crave, whether that's chocolate cake, you know, maybe a beer or two. You know, so it's keeping that balanced diet. And if you can keep it that way, you're going to see a lot more progress. One, because, you know, your nutritious food, your whole foods, your fruit, your veg, it's going to keep you satiated a lot longer. You know, your nutrient-dense foods, like your protein, your chicken, your beef, it's going to keep you satiated a lot longer. And with things like that, it's a lot harder to overeat on. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. If you would like a different video on me breaking down what I do with not tracking but still losing weight, I'm happy to do a guide for that. It's working for me currently. And my abs are coming through. Where's my phone? I will put a picture up here, what I took this morning. I haven't had abs for a long time. I had abdominal surgery a couple of years ago for my endometriosis. So yeah, it's good to see some progress, especially just after Christmas. But yeah, that's where I'm currently at. I'm trying to keep a healthier mindset and prove to people you don't need to have a lot of money. You don't need to, you know, have the best genetics or anything, or be a fucking amazing this influencer, or spend fucking thousands just to lose weight and get your dream body. You don't need it. I'm going to leave the rambling there because that's 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes, and let's train. 70 kilogram. 75 kilogram. But considering I've dropped a couple pounds again, I'm feeling somewhat strong still, so that's good.
Alright guys, it is night and it's the last meal of the day. And I've done something a little bit different today, but I'm looking forward to it. I've had it before, I don't have it a lot, but I'm hoping it tastes good. So this is what we've got. We've got mashed potato and Spanish style chicken with some tender stem broccoli. Again, this is non-tracking, so I'm keeping protein high, got some veg in there. So yeah. There's also mixed peppers in the Spanish style sauce. I really love this. It's more of a summer dish, I would say. I don't know why. I think it's because it's, I don't know. Anyway, I think it's more of a summer dish, but I really like it. So I'm going to eat this and get to bed because I'm very tired. So thank you for watching. And yeah, please like, subscribe and comment if you haven't already. And I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.